Alright, welcome back my friends. Welcome back to another episode here at Mike's Mods and Customs. What we have here today on the bench is a Ferrari that was sent in to us from our good friend Eric over here at Kingnut Diecast. He had sent me this car quite some time ago before I moved and asked me to just have my hand at it, doing a custom job for him. So we're going to see what we can do with this, and I'll be sure to try and have a link in the description down below to his channel right there, Kingnut Diecast. Head on over and check them out. So we're going to go ahead and get this thing off the turntable and get it broken apart and see what we have for pieces. So I've already gone ahead and drilled and tapped this chassis. So let's get this thing taken apart and see what we have for pieces and see what we have it out for ourselves here. A little plastic container that everything goes into as I take things apart. So let's see. We have a plastic base with some original wheels in there for sure. So we're looking at a Ferrari 512M here from Hot Wheels. So these wheels are definitely gonna go. We're gonna get this base all cleaned up. Get rid of that rust and corrosion in there. And then we have a opening engine bay here. Let's see, the interior was partially part of the casting, not the casting, the hold down. It's a plastic stud there. But there's the windscreen and the side windows. It's pretty dirty, so that's going to get cleaned up. And then this guy here is going to end up in the stripper. And there we have it, just like that. We got it out of the stripper. All cleaned up, just basically fresh out of the stripper. So we still got to go through and polish the casting, and well, scuff it up with the Scotch-Brite pads and see what we got to work with here. It looks like I see a little bit of a hiccup right there in the lower part of the window that we may have to address. But we still got to go through and potentially sand and clean up the windscreen, and we got to decide what we're going to do with the base and the interior, as well as what we're going to use for wheels. So we still got quite a bit to do. So hang in there with me. We're going to get to work on the casting. Alright, so here we are. We got the casting all cleaned up and polished enough and ready to move on. That spot right there in the window that we had talked about earlier is by design. That's where the windshield wiper arm comes through on the window. So that's cleaned up and ready to go. And the back half, we had to do a little bit more body work to this one with some repair work right here with some JB weld. That's the hinge point where the two come together. That there was some excessive play right there. So I built that back up with some JB weld, and now it's nice and tight. So now we're gonna go ahead and get this thing into the degreaser and get it cleaned up and get it ready for my metal primer prep. So here we are back. Why am I showing you my casting all primered next to the citrus strip? Well, this is the back half. I don't know if you guys can see that, but all right in here, the primer was, I put it on too heavy. It pulled up into the edges all around the engine bay and these scoops, but I still don't like the way that the primer applied. I tried a different type of primer, and I don't like it. I normally use the Tamiya fine spray out of a can, and I didn't have enough to do the whole car, so I tried another one. So, it happens. Back in the stripper it goes. This stuff. Alright, so here we are back with the car. Once again, out of the stripper and get some paint on it. So what we did this time was just a very light coat of primer. We used that Tamiya really fine thin primer in white. And then I went over it with this silver. And this silver is going to give me a really nice base of what I'm looking for. I used the Testors Enamel Silver Metallic is the paint that I used for a base coat. And then we'll have a final color to go on over that I will keep under wraps and keep to myself till the final reveal. So I wasn't going to show much more of this with the wheels and colors and stuff, but I'm not going to show you the wheels or the full color of that base. But I wanted to share with you guys what I just discovered, and this is the reason why I bought these pieces. So, second chance red lines. If any of you guys are on the website there and you buy stuff from them, I strongly recommend that you pick up some of these here. These are the reproduction bearings for the Redline tires, but they also work really, really well for spacers. So on this particular application, you can see I have such a narrow space right there to work with, and this axle is super wide, and I want it to be that wide because it's a really wide casting in the back. So check that out. I put one of each of those bearing spacers on either side, and it puts that stance exactly where I want it. So I just wanted to share that with you guys, and I wanted you guys to get a close look at this part number here from Second Chance Redlines, SCR T0031. So Second Chance Redlines T0031. They're these little plastic, white plastic bearings. They're the bearings for the Redline tires that you can put on any axle. But this is now the second time I've used them for wheel spacers, and they're awesome, super awesome for that. So I'm gonna go ahead and get some glue on this thing. Let those axles set into that casting, into the chassis, and then I need to figure out what I'm gonna do with this interior. That's next. All right, so we got this thing in some primer. Really kind of at a loss exactly what to do with colors, but I went ahead and painted up the, I don't know, surroundings around the passenger compartment with a gunmetal to simulate a sheet metal type of race car driver compartment. So I think I'm going to go back. I'm going to do some chrome details on the engine, but I think primarily my interior is going to be red and white. All right, so we got some painting done on the interior here. I did a gunmetal around the edges there to give it that sheet metal look. I painted the main interior portion white, and I got the back engine compartment painted just a gloss black. So this is just partial. I'm going to come back in and do some more details. And, well, we're going to leave that for you guys to see once I get to the final reveal. All right, well, here we are. We are ready for the final reveal for the King Nut Diecast Custom Ferrari 512M. So we started off at a very well used, played with blue Ferrari. And here is what we came up with here at Mike's Mods and Customs. There be the slightly modified, cleaned up and painted with a wheel swap. Can't really see the interior work that we did, but the engine work in the back came out really kind of cool. I'll get my hand out of the way. So I'm going to go ahead and get this baby up on a turntable and let you take a closer look at it. And well, there we have it. There is our final custom Ferrari 512M. The paint didn't come out quite as perfect as I wanted it to. I tried a couple of different things with the weather here in central New York. It's not the exact best time to be trying to paint, but we went with this clear red is really what it is, over a very metallic silver with the automatic engine bay closing. We went with that the rubber tire wheel swap there with those gold wheels. Was a really nice offset. So hopefully Eric has this in his hands by now, and I'm if I've done everything correctly, I'm hoping he's really pleased with the results. So if you like what you see here, please hit that subscribe button, hit that share, send this on along to a couple of friends of yours. See if they like the work that we do here at Mike's Mods and Customs. Thanks again for watching, guys. Be safe. Have fun.
And thanks for joining me here for another episode here at Mike's Mods and Customs. If you really like what you see here, give me a thumbs up, leave me a comment down below, and maybe even share it along to a couple of friends of yours. Once again, stay safe, stay healthy, and we'll see you on the next one.